Hello there, this is Ujjwal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm creating a fun layout and I hope you'll be learning a bit about layering and how to add fun elements using your punches. So I'm using this Sweet Treats paper pack from Dress My Craft. Of course, I have the coordinating motif sheet which I've already cut, and I will be using some dies and some punches which I will talk about in a little while. So let me first give you a flip through of the papers that I'm working with. So this is the newest collection called Sweet Treats, and it is a dessert theme collection. So that means you can make lots of birthday layouts, party layouts, and any celebration layouts or cards, anything like that. But it has a vintage vibe to it, vintage or shabby chic vibe to it. You can see the watercolor backgrounds and florals, boards, and then you have this very pastel beautiful color scheme that the entire paper pack follows. But you will also see a mix of candies, cake and ice creams, and a mix of other desserts along with the florals. So that is what it makes this collection very unique. And how fun is this little buka effect kind of a paper, and then you have this little pastry shop here along with the florals. So I think it's a very unique collection, and yeah, I just wanted to show you that how you can create that pastry shop with the die itself. And I also love that suitcase filled with flowers, and then this page solely has all the desserts, and this one also has some journaling cards at the end. So that's the whole collection, and today we'll be creating a fun layout with this. So I've picked out a paper, and we will be using the punches, the circle punches and the banner punch to do all of our layering. So I'm picking out a couple of sheets, different sheets, and I'm going to of course keep it very pastel and beautiful. So here I have the 1.5-inch circle punch from Dress My Craft, and it really cuts like butter. Very beautiful punch, and you can see that I hardly have to put any effort there. It also comes with a little slider at the end, and it keeps your punched items inside and they don't fly away here and there, so that's a plus. So now I'm using the scallop punch, but at the end I decided not to use the scalloped circles and stuck with the regular 1.5-inch and 1-inch circles. And of course I'm punching the circles from a couple of different pattern papers just to keep it more interesting and appealing. And then I decided to add another layer to my base as well, because I thought that would complement all the circles that I've cut out. So I took out another sheet from the paper pack, and I will cut the top sheet down to 11 inches by 11 inches so that I have a little border when I layer it on top of another sheet. And because this sheet had a beautiful pattern on both sides, I decided to not cut the whole 1 inch from one end. I'm cutting 1/2 inch from this side and 1/2 inch from another, so that I can keep that pattern over there and not cut the flowers completely. And that way I will also have centered my paper correctly. So as you can see, this is now 11 inches by 11 inches, and I'm going to layer this 11 inch on top of this 12-inch sheet. And of course keep all the cuttings and leftover pieces, because we are going to use those for layering. So now I'm using the banner punch. This is one of my favorite punches, and I'm using the leftover sheets that we cut out and turning them into small banners. And I'm going to, actually this is a 12-inch long scrap piece of paper, so I'm punching both the sides, and I'm also keeping the punched out leftover elements, which again I will be using. So I like using little scrap pieces and things on my layouts. That way I don't waste much stuff, and it just adds some unique touches and unique layering. Alright, so I have cut out and punched out everything, and now I am distressing the edges of my top sheet. Again, distressing is one thing that really adds a finishing touch and really brings everything together. So I'm just using my scissors, but you can use a distressing tool as well. And I did this for all of my circles as well as all of the banner shapes that I had punched out earlier. So I distressed all of the edges. it was a bit time taking, but it was worth it. So now I am just again, it's going to take me a million years, so I have fast forwarded this process, but I'm just layering and trying to build my layout. So I have a layer of all the banner punched out stripes that I made, and then I'm layering the circles. And at this point, okay, my little one actually got excited about the circles and attacked my layout. Okay, so I went ahead and just started layering, putting things together, and at this point I decided not to use the scalloped circles because they were just not going with the theme, or I was not liking how it was looking together. So I just decided to do the 2 different size circle punches. And then I also went ahead and cut out some die cuts. So this is the floral doily die, again very beautiful, works great as an embellishment, and I'm just cutting it into 2 pieces so I can use it in 2 different places, like so. I also cut out a little frame from the window and frames die, and I will use that as my focal point here. So next I went ahead and added machine stitching to everything. Of course, before I removed all the elements, I took a photograph so as to have a reference point when I'm rebuilding the layout again. So next I added all the circles, added more stitching wherever needed, and yeah, so I skipped the scallop circle here, did not add them. And then for the embellishments, I actually decided to glitter everything up because I just felt like glitter would go really well. So I'm adding some glue to the frame and then sprinkling the microfine glitter powder, and it is such a beautiful glitter powder. Oh my god, I was like, it catches the light so beautifully and it shimmers and shines, and I will show that to you just in a little while. So I was just amazed and I loved it, and I actually ended up glittering the whole thing. So here is the little frame that I did. I have glittered it up, just dabbed the microfine glitter powder into the glue, and I did the same thing with the doilies as well, the doily cutouts, and it really makes a huge difference. I know the glitter is difficult to see in the photographs, but you have to hold it in your hand to see the effect and let it catch some light to experience the magic. So well, I'm just rebuilding or adding my embellishments now, just the final things. I am using a lot of motifs from the motif sheet, and I used the journal card for the frame. It has a cake on it, but you could definitely use a photograph of your child, maybe on her birthday or on his birthday, and I think that would look really cute. So I'm just building and rebuilding, and yeah, it takes me a million years to actually agree to where I like my elements. So yeah, it's a long process for me. Sorry about the change in light. It took me a little while to complete the layout and agree to where I like the things. And at the end, I decided to add glitter to the whole page. So I've added glue to the florals and the images that were already there on the pattern paper, and I'm just sprinkling everything with glitter, and I'll just show you in a minute all the difference that it makes. This layout is so shiny and it catches the light beautifully. So yeah, just sprinkled the glitter, just added the glossy accents glue to highlight all the images, and that also brings the images to the front and not in the background, and it truly turned out beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed my process of creating this layout and learned a few different techniques. And that's it for today. I hope you liked the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and share the video with everyone. Thank you so much for watching today, and have a great day.